hand it over to Vincent Blanqué to talk about the UN Biodiversity Lab. So Vincent, if you want to go ahead and share your screen, you can take it away.
Thank you. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Well, thanks for the invitation and the organization of this very interesting event. So today I will present our platform, UNBL, the UN Biodiversity Lab. It's a platform empowering conservation and sustainable development decisions. I'm Vincent Blanqué. I'm part of the digital transformation team at UNEP WCMC, and I'm working mainly in two projects, Protected Planet and UNBL, the UN Biodiversity Lab. You can access the platform through this link, unbiodiversitylab.org, and I will start my presentation. You hear me fine?
Yep, it sounds good.
Okay, perfect. So UNBL is a spatial data tool for decision making. It facilitates access to the best available global spatial data and custom develop analytic tools, to generate insights, impactful measures for conservation and sustainable development. UNBL is an open source GIS platform. It allows you to visualize global spatial data. We are incorporating some national data in the future. It allows you to generate maps over your own area of interest. It performs very well to do analysis. So with only one click, you can return some relevant metrics. And we support users with not necessarily GIS expertise, like some parties or countries we don't have the capacity in matter of computation or access to global data sets. So yeah, local NGOs, indigenous communities, and also some researchers. Why UNBL? Well, we know that spatial planning is crucial for conservation action. That's why UNBL brings many relevant global spatial datasets. We have around 300 datasets already uploaded, which represents almost 1,000 layers. At the moment, the team of UNBL is developing a new spatial planning tool to support GBF, mainly targets 1 to 3, with co-benefits for other spatial targets, including targets 4 to 12 and target 21. And this contributes to a broad-based action by 2030 toward the world living in harmony with nature by 2050. This is a long-term goal. Hopefully, cross the finger that everything will improve. UNBL support parties in commitment to the CBD, the Convention on Biodiversity, led to a 2 times increase in the number of maps produced between the 5 NR report and the 6 report for 55 countries. We are in a partnership between UNEP WCMC, UNDP, and UNEP, but also for the CBD. In 2023, in the 2 years period, 2023 to 2025, new funding allows us to enhance UNBL, adding new features to support countries in spatial monitoring, planning processes, and reporting needs for KM Global Biodiversity Framework. The key features and functionalities of our platform, UNBL, is first to access to spatial data, mainly global. In the future, we are incorporating the possibility of uploading your national. At the moment, you can just connect with your national data through some OGC protocols. Second, you can view and calculate spatial metrics, and we are working on incorporating headline indicators. Third, you can create a UNBL private workspace to support national monitoring systems. If you need a private workspace, you just have to write an email to us and we will activate it for you. In this private workspace, you will be able to upload your own polygons and eventually connect you with your own rasters. Fourth, you can create maps for national reports or for some other purpose. So basically, you can overlay different layers. You can decide the level of zoom, and after you can export it to or print it as a PDF. And finally, we are, as I said, at the moment working to develop a prioritized spatial plan using the ELSA tools, which is the essential life support area, which has been already done for 10 countries, and we are scaling up to make it available for 200 countries. Something new in the platform we have delivered a few months ago, so I invite you to test the platform. Today we deliver a new deployment of the platform to make it much faster and more efficient for our end users. And basically we have 8 dynamic metrics or zonal statistics that are now available at different levels. It could be at continental level, at country levels, or subnational levels. The 8 metrics, the first one is the global land cover on 2022. The second one is protected areas, the percentage of coverage. This is useful for the target 3.1, where you can see how far you are from the goal of 30% protected on marine and terrestrial areas in 2030. This is the main goal. We have also the tree cover loss from 2001 to 2023, which is the information generated by Global Forest Watch, WRI, and we are pulling this data to make some nice maps and diagrams. The Biodiversity Intactness Index, which is built in part by UNEP the CMC. This is the version of 2013, but we are up to deliver a new version very soon. The terrestrial carbon density, where you have the biomass carbon and the soil carbon above the ground or below the ground. And you can calculate, in this case for Colombia, there is 42 tons, sorry, I speak in Spanish, tons of carbon in the territory of Colombia. We have also another metrics, the Enhanced Vegetation Index, or called also EVI, built on the satellite images MODIS. And we have a time series from 2001 up to 2022, and you can see the trend for the countries. This is kind of interesting because there is kind of a rise in the greenness of some territories. Maybe this is related to climate change. And yeah, this is for this specific metrics. The terrestrial human industrial index, which has been renamed, it used to be the human footprint. And we have 4 years, 2000, 2005, 2010, and the last one, 2013. There is a new one that we are up to upload so that we will have 5 years. What I learned in the 2 years I'm working now for biodiversity, more than the statue of today, it's also important to try to see the trends along the year to detect how good or how bad are going the country with the different goals, targets, and metrics related to natural conservation and biodiversity. So here we have trying to have more possible time series and to build this kind of graphics to see how is the metrics are improving or not. And finally, we have the monthly fire activity where we can see how much fire each month for Colombia happening. And this is also using information from MODIS. You can connect directly to the map with map.unbiodiversitylab.org/earth, or you can go to the website and click on Launch Map to access to the map. Okay, if I go a bit more in detail, here we have a sample of Thailand with the global land cover, the protected areas. This is a WDPL coming from the Protected Planet website, the other project I am working with. We are updating the statistics monthly, and we are now in a process to make it more accurate and speed up the workflow. The tree cover loss, the biodiversity intactness index, the enhanced vegetation index, the carbon terrestrial density, the terrestrial human industrial index. So this is for Thailand, but it's available for the 209 countries, but also for subnational levels, and the monthly fire activity. The monthly fire activity, we can go deeper to see how it goes. So when it's orange, it's kind of August, and when it's red, it's kind of fire happening in December 2021. Here we have another data set thanks to the program with Planet NICFI, which is a global coverage of satellite images, cloudless, built monthly. This is a overview of August 2024. Now we are around the 5th of December. So tomorrow will be delivered the coverage of November 2024. Basically, we are waiting the last month to be shot by the satellites, and it's built an average of all the pixels without clouds. And this is very useful because on the region tropical areas, it's usually many clouds. So here we can see that we have Colombia without clouds, Ecuador without clouds, which is very difficult to get usually. And this we have this coverage since 2015 up to the latest, it's October 2024, and we are up to upload November 2024. Here you can see at a very high level zoom, the resolution is around 5 meters, which is equivalent to a scale 20,000 in matter of cartography. So thanks to Planet NICFI, we can get access to this information. It's only over tropical areas, but we are up to upload in our platform a coverage for the global without cloud, but it will be only a yearly coverage. Okay, we have, I said, more than 600 global layers. You can overlap many layers in only one view. You can adjust the transparency and the opacity. I think a lack of time, so I will go to the demo very quickly. And the tool we are now building, it's the ELSA tool that has been built for 10 countries. This one has been already implemented for Costa Rica, South Africa, Peru, Colombia. And now we are making this tool soon available for 200 countries. This is related to the project Maps of Hope, where we are doing classification to make how we say, a focus on which area to protect, which area to restore, which area to manage, and which area need to do urban greening. This is a spatial planning tools to help the country to prioritize the territories to be conserved. You have access to a micro course of 4 hours. Here are the links. When I will send the PowerPoint to you, you can click on these links to get the access to the course. How you can get involved with us? Well, it used to be 5 steps. Now it's only 4 steps. You can sign up as a user on unbiodiversitylab.org. You can share your data. If there is some question or data or layers that we don't have, please submit the form and we can curate your data and to see if we can upload it or not. You can share your story with us and you can contact us at the mail unbl@unbiodiversity.org. Okay, thanks for attention. If I have still time, I would like to show a live demo. Please let me know.
Yeah, you've got a few minutes.
Okay, so here I'm connected over Colombia, and you can see the 8 metrics on the left panel. So the global land cover, the protected area, the tree cover loss, which is interesting with the tree cover loss. We have a time series from 2001 to 2013. No, not 13, 23, sorry. You can also decide to only show the last 3 years, and you can move this, and you can disable. And at the bottom, I put the latest coverage. No, this is not the latest. This is December 2018, and I can select September 2024 if I want, etc. And here, what is interesting is you can also download the data of this diagram for Colombia as a CSV. So I will show you now where I have the CSV. Okay, here I have downloaded for you before the land use land cover. So these are all the classes of the land use land cover. You have the square kilometer and you have the percentage, and you can build your report using this data if you want, or you can build another extra diagrams if you need. And you can download all these 8 metrics, but also you can download the geotiff of the map. So here I will show you the different layer that we can download. Not all the layer are downloadable at the moment because it depends on the license. If the raster is open data, you can download it as a GeoTIFF, or else you can also download it as a PNG. So I will show you. Here I have an example of the AVI as a PNG, and I have downloaded also before starting. Do you see my screen? So QGIS.
Yeah.
Okay, so here I have downloaded the AVI and I apply a different style. These are the raw data, so it means that if I want, I can click on each pixel and to return the information of each pixel, okay? I can zoom in. So our data, it's open data. We are developing a new catalog soon in order to make our data easier to access. Just a moment, I would like to show you the catalog. So the catalog is here. This is a stack catalog, a spatial temporal asset catalog, where you can access to all our data sets. And yeah, here you have mainly 160 data sets, open data with the license. At the moment, we need to activate a token so that you can access to the data. You can search in the catalog, but to access to the data, we need to activate a specific token, okay? What else I can say? Here I have an example over Peru, which is kind of interesting. So if I show, this is an area in the rainforest, and using the satellite, the coverage planet, we can see that kind of deforestation happen near to protected areas. This protected area is one of the most biodiverse in Peru and Latin America, named El Manu. And fortunately, it seems that this deforestation happened due to big drought last year. And after, in March, happened a big wind and a lot of rain, which provoked some landslide. So this kind of deforestation is not directly caused by human. It's mostly because in the different slopes, when too much rain and a bit of wind, deforestation can happen. So tree loss cover. Hopefully this forest will recover soon, but definitely this has affected the ecosystem and the animals living around. And this is thanks to the satellite images updated that you can see before and below. And this is updated every month. Okay, here I can show, I don't know if I still have time, but this is an example of Rio Plátano, which is a community, a local community in Nicaragua, which is an indigenous community where unfortunately a lot of deforestation happened. So as I was saying before, the metrics, we can calculate it at a national level, but we can also calculate it for your own area. So if you ask for a private workspace, you can upload your own polygon in a GeoJSON, and after you can, so here I have uploaded in my private network, private workspace, the America Latina and Caribe as a GeoJSON, and this helped me to build the different metrics. At the moment, we have 8 metrics. In the future, we would like to build new widgets to have more metrics here related to the headline indicator for GBF. Okay, I hope everything was clear. Sorry if I've been a bit too fast. But if you have any question, you're welcome. Thanks for listening.
Thank you so
You
much.
are welcome.
Oh, I think I glitched for a second. Thank you so much for that awesome talk and that demo.